videos to Sovereign Empress. And if you are unfamiliar with what Sovereign Empress is, it is my YouTube channel about spirituality. And yeah, it's like, of course it's about spirituality and who we are beyond this physical body, but it's also about aligning yourself with your physical body so you can understand who you are spiritually. And so yeah, this is kind of exciting because like I never wanted to intertwine my two worlds of living, but it's time. And if you don't know what I mean when I say it's time, then you especially are the type of person who needs to know the information I'm going to be sharing, what other people have already shared. You probably want to subscribe to my other channel on YouTube, Sovereign Empress, well, Real Talk with Ellie, Sovereign Empress podcast. So where I upload other people's content over there, usually from TikTok, but some people from YouTube, whatever. They might have TikTok and YouTube. People re-upload their content, whatever. I'll upload information over there for you guys to learn about what's actually happening in our world. Reason being, it's too much going on for you to tell me that everything's just gonna be okay. There's way too much happening for everybody to be like, everything's gonna be cool, everything's gonna be chill. We just got to get through this rough patch. No, we don't do anything. This rough patch will be a rough life. It's already been a rough life. It's been a hard knock life for us for a long time. This didn't just start. So, why am I saying this? Why am I basically, like, in a way, I'm kind of tying my ego in with the I am. And that can be kind of dangerous sometimes, depending on, what you have going on in your life. Some people, they get a big head. Some people become boastful. Some people become proud. I would hope that that does not happen to me. My faith is in the Most High. Y'all know I recognize myself as Israel, tribe of Judah, same tribe that King David came from, King Solomon, and Jesus Christ himself. I do not call him Jesus. I call him Yeshua, but most people understand him to be Jesus. Jesus does not exist. White Jesus with brown hair and blue eyes does not exist. That is a figment of the European imagination that they created to completely mess everything and everybody up. The Bible describes Jesus, Yeshua, to look like me. Okay? He was a dude though, but he looked just like me. We're from the same bloodline, so I'm not surprised. Hair like wool, feet burnt like bronze. I'm not even going to show y'all my feet right now. Anyway, so, yeah. And our people, King Solomon was black. Like, he used the actual word black to describe himself. And he was talking about how his siblings would basically make fun of him for being so dark. So, if that doesn't sound familiar, then I don't know what type of world you live in. Well, I know what type of world you live in. You live in the Matrix. And people are like, oh, that word is like, so esoteric, it's so spiritual, it's new age. Matrix is in the Bible, okay? The word matrix is in the Bible a couple of times. Read the book of Exodus. I know what I'm talking about, okay? And the matrix also is another reference for the womb, the creation of life. Coming through the womb, you are now entering the matrix from where? Where did you come from? In Jeremiah, it says, I knew thee before I formed thee in the womb. So where did you come from? I see you flexing on them, styling. So, yeah. Now we're all spiritual beings here having a human experience, but we can also experience our God-like energy. So that is the reason why us as, I want to say that us as Hebrews, or Israelites have the advantage, but the thing is we were actually very literally given a disadvantage until we come into the truth. So those who still believe in Christianity in the religious way, the construct that has been set up, at least in the United States, I don't know how it is in other countries, but at least in the United States, how it's been set up here, you're still really under the spell. Yes, very literally a spell, not knowing that you're being controlled to do certain things without actually having an understanding of the reason why. So when people do certain things for certain reasons, either they don't fully understand it or they have the wrong understanding of it. And so, yeah, this video, I want to talk about spirituality and remembering who you are. And the reason for that is because we're in a time right now where it is not good to let your vessel be used by other entities. I'll say it like that. And also, animals are also involved in this. But the thing about animals versus humans is that we do have more control. We have a higher consciousness. So while we can be possessed as people, as humans, animals can also be possessed. That is also in the Bible. When they cast the demons out of Legion, it was Yeshua cast the demons out of a guy named Legion. The demons did not want to go back to hell yet. They wanted to go somewhere else, so they asked to be cast into the swine. So all the demons went into the pigs, and then the pigs ran over the cliff. So, I mean, I can come at you back and forth with anything that has to do with spirituality coming straight out of the Bible. So don't even try to argue Bible with me, especially if you don't know it, if you don't read it every day, if you're not in this truth for real, because even people who don't recognize themselves as Israel, they know the Bible. And that's the sad thing about it. People will be in church all day long. I'm not going to say all day long. Their entire lives going to church every single week, but they know the Bible way less than a person who doesn't even believe in it. And it's like, okay, how can you claim that this is your God when you don't even follow his laws, statutes, and commandments, nor read his word? So don't even try that with me. Don't even try with me. So, yeah. Remembering who you are. Aside from our people being of the tribe of Israel, or from the 12 tribes of Israel, there are people who would also be referred to as Gentiles. And now there's nothing wrong with Gentiles. This is the issue that I have with a lot of Hebrew Israelites who preach this gospel, but they are actually very religious in spirit. So, it's not for you. Yes, he's going to be back. It's not for you to be like, oh, these Edomites are evil. I can't wait to have 12 Edomite slaves. Shut up. Stop saying stuff like that. Quite honestly, that is not what the Bible says, and that is not, no. You just want to get revenge, and vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. So stop. What the Bible says in the New Testament is that the Lord comes for the Jews and the Gentiles next. The Jews first and the Gentiles next. All it is a tier. So the way that we view white supremacy in America, at least, that's the way that it actually is in the spiritual realm, but reversed. So those who are of the 12 tribes of Israel are first, and then under are the Gentiles. It's not to say that anyone's life is worth less. It's just the fact that we are literally the seed of God. How else would Yeshua be the son of God unless he came from our bloodline? He couldn't be a Gentile. He had to be of the blood of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And so, with all that being said, it's not for us to hate each other. It is for us to understand each other and come together as one. Now that sounds like all kumbaya, and like that's what people have been talking about for a long time, and I'm not even trying to like get everybody on that wavelength. I just know what the Bible says, and I know what's going to happen already. The thing is, for those of us who have read the Bible, we already know what's going on. We already know what's happened. So it's going to be a lot of me's popping up. A lot of them. I'm not anything special. No matter how special I may appear to be, not. I am just doing the work of my Father. That's it. Y'all know Brandon T. Jackson. He already been on this for a little while now already. So I haven't made it to his level of fame quite yet. But everything's going to be different. The Most High didn't want me to go through the industry the way that a lot of these celebrities did. I had the opportunity to, but it's like when certain things came up, I'm like, I'm going to dial back. I'd much rather be like a nerd than be a a video vixen getting the part the way that they got that part. A lot of video vixens didn't even become video vixens because their body's nice. A lot of video vixens became that because they were able to. My 4-year-old son is over there, so that's why I'm not saying it. But they knew who to get to in order to get that role. And I'm like, well, if your body nice, like if you already got the body, like why do you need to do all that just to go twerk on camera? That didn't make any sense to me. So that was something that slowed down me getting into the industry as deep as I wanted to get into it. But everything's changing. That's the beautiful thing about it. Everything's changing, and everything has already changed. So I no longer have to get into the industry in order to make my art. I could just make my art because I want to make my art. I have the equipment and the tools to do so. All it takes is a few $100s to get some equipment for filming and recording and all that, and do it yourself. May not be as high quality, but you do it until you get the money so you can make it higher quality with, professionals, professional producers, professional like executives, people who, have the equipment and stuff to make it higher quality. What does that have to do with anything? A lot of people are going to be, like I said, coming out the woodwork, just talented beyond belief, just having a different type of energy than most people have in general. And it's going to be like, wow, where did this person come from? Why are they here? What are they trying to say? I'm here to serve two different purposes. My matrix reason for being here is to wake people up about the true meaning of wealth. While I already know that all wealth belongs to God anyway, we just get to be here and be good stewards of the wealth. I already understand that. But the problem is, there has been a huge disadvantage given to the children of Abraham. And while it is our fault, we got to get out of it. And there's people who are holding us back from doing that. So my mission has been to release the information that I have learned from those who try to hide the information and give it back to the people. Now, the thing is, the people actually have to act on it. So I'm just here to level the playing field. No, I let him. He wanted to go back in the house. I'm just here to level the playing field. Because a lot of the information I know, a lot of black folks, and when I talk about the 12 tribes of Israel, it also includes different Latinos. A lot of our people don't even know, and that's not fair. So there are people who are given the advantage of knowing the information. They're just lazy and they don't do anything with the information, and they end up, whether it's being in poverty or still committing certain crimes or whatever. But go get it. You have our people who weren't even given the information, so then they never even had a chance, and that's the problem. And so, yeah, I'm just here to level the playing field and let it be known, like, hey, yeah, you can do this, and this is how. That's all I do. That is all I do. That's all I do. I have shared information about what cryptocurrency is, getting into real estate investing, and why it's so important to own property. I don't think people even understand how important it is to own property. I don't come at me about taxes and all this stuff. Just pay the taxes, because if your taxes are up to date, the only thing that could happen is they could seize your land, and that happened. They're not going to put it on the news, but Mr. 46 president has seized land from people, I believe it's in Texas, to continue building the border wall. I'll let you take that information and do with it what you will. So, unless it's some extreme situation like that, they can't take your property. Like, you got to be you got to be doing some wild stuff for them to just take your property that you have been paying taxes on. So, taxes really aren't that much in comparison to what true wealth is. So don't even, property taxes at least. Income taxes, that's a whole different conversation. I'm not going to get into that. But that's the thing. You got to learn, like, when you own real estate, you can defer your taxes. When you own certain assets, you can, whatever money you make and you put it into assets, you don't have to pay taxes on it. And that's the thing. It's like, tax the rich, they ain't going to get taxed. I mean, you don't understand. I was going to say, do you not understand? You don't understand. And that's what I'm here to tell you. They're not going to get taxed. They don't get paid the same way you get paid. They don't go clock in at some business and they give them a paycheck. No, they created the business. So by them creating the business, they already get tax breaks from that already. Then when they make profits from that business, they put those profits into assets that taxes, like when you mix that with taxes, the government looks at that and be like, oh, we're going to charge you less taxes, or we're not going to charge you any taxes. Why do you think it was such a big deal for President 45 to show his taxes and nothing happened to him? It's because he owns a bunch of assets. He owns a bunch of properties. There's a bunch of mosquitoes. He owns a bunch of stuff. So wherever his money goes, he's going to get deferred taxes. He doesn't have to pay any extra money. And so I'm probably going to take y'all in here. I wasn't trying to be on here for too long. I just wanted to talk for a little bit and introduce my Instagram to what's been going on for the past 7 months. I've had this YouTube channel for about 7 months now, where I talk about spirituality and my journey, my personal journey. You know, I'm not like, the only thing I teach is what I know. I know how to teach people how to get into the real estate investing industry, and I can teach people to find the right resources on how to educate themselves. That's all I know. I'm not here to tell everybody like, oh, I'm the best teacher in the world of spirituality. If you follow me, you're going to go to heaven. That's not what I'm here to tell you. I'm just here to wake you up. So for Black people and Latino people, y'all are the children of God, very literally. That's why a lot of us refer to ourselves as gods and goddesses. I don't use those terms simply because I don't believe I have come fully into my goddess self, but I am sovereign. I understand that literally God lives in me. So that's why I'm sovereign empress. I'm royalty here on this planet. So, and that's the thing too. Why is it that we only learn up to slavery? The only things we learn for Black people is slavery, and then we were poor Black people in America. That's all we're allowed to learn. This is Palo Santo, by the way. You can use this for like clearing your energy and stuff, but I don't use it for those purposes. I'm very much into spiritual science, and a lot of the things that they don't tell you help you a lot. So what I mean by spiritual science is, while this does have a lot of stuff to do with energy and all that, and that's not what I'm using it for. This repels insects. And so I'm in here when I'm outside in my little shed, office, studio area. I do this so I don't have to deal with bugs like that. This is not me saging. This has nothing to do with energy. Nothing to do with that. So if you see me doing this, that's what it is. It's not me trying to do anything to nobody. I'm just keeping bugs away. So yeah, another part of spiritual science that I participate in is crystals. I don't have a bunch of crystals anymore. God took those away. I'm gonna tell that story another time. But currently I have shungite, which is a black stone. It's good for you to have black stones with you right now. They just rolled out 5G. This phone that I'm using is 5G. The new technologies that they're making.
Cookies?
Bro, no, you can't have my cookies. The new technologies that they're making are actually dangerous. Like, why do y'all think cancer became like one of the biggest illnesses very recently? They didn't have to deal with cancer like that back in the day. So it prevents like different radio waves and all that from interfering with you as a person. So that's why I have shungite. I'm gonna get some more, probably some black tourmaline. I think that's what it's called. But I'm good with shungite because also shungite can help purify your water. So for people who are like, you know, understanding the issues that's going on with the water, you can use shungite to purify water. How you gonna have a match and you ain't got nothing to match with? There's nothing on here. So yeah, shungite is good for purifying water as well. this one went out so quick? But yeah. It's just bro.
What
if you
is my name?
Good job. That's not your name. You wrote ABC, but that's still really good, man.
Yeah, it's ABC Mouse.
Okay. Good job. So yeah. I'm gonna kind of vent for a second. That was really what I had to say to y'all, especially with, anyone who watches this on Instagram and you're just kind of like, what the heck is going on? What is this chick talking about? I don't know what you follow me for, but I have Sovereign Being an Israelite in my bio on Instagram. So it should come to no surprise for you that I'm talking about the stuff I'm talking about. Good job, MJ. Great job. So, it's Mackenzie. Hey. And so, dang, what was I finna vent about? Dang it, I forgot what made me... Bruh, I totally forgot what I was finna say. But anyway, yeah, like, when it comes to this whole spiritual walk thing, hey, I'm here to listen, that's dope. When it comes to this whole spiritual walk, it is so important for you to just, like, know who you are. And that's one of those things too, we're talking about like different star systems and being a star seed, being an indigo child, being a rainbow child. I'm part of Gen Z, so a lot of us are those. So a lot of I can't say the later born millennials, I've been talking to a lot of millennials, and it's just weird because they are going through like situations that I am going through, and I'm like, y'all are older, aren't y'all supposed to like have more wisdom? But no, wisdom does not come with age. Wisdom comes with experience and knowledge. So it's just something else with them. I think millennials are struggling more than Generation Z is, because they're like living in the moment and they're having to deal with the changes. Where Gen Z, we got here, we were like, yeah, this shit's fucked up. Like, this is not gonna last. Like, nothing's okay right now. This, like, something's gotta happen, because this is whack. All this is whack. How have y'all lived like this for so long? This is whack. So, yeah, it's a whole lot. It's a whole lot. And so, it can be difficult when you don't know where you came from. A lot of, melanated people, a lot of us believe that by melanin, some people also refer to it as carbon. So whether you refer to it as melanin or carbon, a lot of us believe that we are Anunnaki. I mean, if that is what we were before coming through the seed of Abraham, and I wouldn't be surprised, because when you look at the way that the words are set up, Abraham, Anunnaki, I wouldn't be surprised if that's true, but we don't have biblical proof of that. Or angelic forces. If you're an angel, people believe that they are earth angels. That could be true. But when it comes to certain things, it's
an ABC Mouse.
Okay, that's really cool, MJ. Good job. He's over here writing his letters and stuff. Okay. And so, when you don't know for sure, then it can be a little bit difficult when you're like on this walk. You're like, well, I'm here on earth. I don't know what my purpose is on earth. That can be stressful. That can be difficult, because then you gotta find something to do. And then once you know the truth, or at least some of the truth, and you realize that all this other stuff is BS, you're just kind of like, I don't even want to participate. But you have to participate because you're still alive. And that's like the whole conundrum. I literally wanted to give up just like being spiritual for a while and go back into the matrix so I can like come up in my regular life and then go back and then be like it could become a lot. And so regardless of where we're all from, regardless of who your bloodline is, regardless of any of that, all that matters is everything is already hitting the fan. If people didn't wake up in 2020, if people haven't woken up already in 2021, they will definitely wake up in 2022. And this isn't about being woke and being like, I don't even know what like woke people say, because I'm not woke. I just live this life. So it's about knowing like basic life stuff. This technology is not basic life stuff. Technology is very, very new. The technology that we have today, like this, old technology is what has gotten us this far. Why is it that capitalism has made it to where people can put chemicals that you don't even know are in it? They put it into sprays and sell us things like this to repel bugs when we already have the resources to repel bugs in our area if we don't want them in the area at the time. So, like, I'm not against capitalism, but because, like, that was bought with capitalism, but somebody took the time out to go get that resource and then sell it to me because I don't have it available to me in my immediate space. So that's where I can appreciate capitalism, and that's where people need to understand, like, bartering and trading and, you know, those forms of capitalism, that's actually okay, that's appropriate, that's biblical. But people getting scammed, like, what's up with the food? I'm gonna show you my garden. I know, like, if you're on my YouTube channel or if you're on Instagram, you already know that I have a garden. But I'm just gonna reiterate this, you guys. Why is it that we have to have labels like non-GMO or this isn't synthetic and like all this stuff, and then people are still lying about it? I get it. Not everybody is, you know, because of their life circumstances, they may not be able to do this immediately. Because here we got sweet mint. That can be used for so many different things. We got ghost pepper, spicy. We got green beans, regular food. We got jalapenos. Those are spicy and regular food. I actually got to pick those. They aren't as big as the other ones, but they big. I might go ahead and get them tonight. We got banana peppers. Regular food, kind of spicy. Yeah, hot banana peppers. Yeah, we'll skip over that. Basil, seasoning. We got bell peppers. Regular food. Tomatoes. Regular food. Why do we have to go to the grocery store? Why aren't farmers markets more normalized? Because back to bartering and trading. You have a person who has their own homestead, who has their own farm, who has their own garden, who has their own livestock, who is doing things the right way, and they're doing it naturally. Yet, we let the system, the corrupt system of capitalism, take over that entire sector, and we're getting fed processed and fake foods. And then let's not even talk about fast food. What the heck is going on with fast food? We're not even getting food. It's not even food a lot of times. It doesn't make any sense. So, I mean, that's why, like, a lot of this stuff is falling. A lot of this stuff is collapsing. Certain things are going to be held in place to keep the illusion going, and I'm trying to be as specific as possible without sounding confusing. Everything on, like, the media, on TV, some things in Hollywood, they're going to keep the illusion going to make it seem as if what's happening isn't happening. So, you got rappers still dying. You got rappers still going to jail. You got black leaders still getting killed. It's nothing different. It's nothing new. But the problem is, it's happening in today's time. Why are two countries' presidents dead because they don't want people to get a shot? Is one thing to, like, you know, actually cause issues to your country and then somebody just runs up and kills you. But because your country, you as a leader, you don't want your country to follow what the rest of the world is doing to get this shot, now they're dead. The presidents of Tanzania and Haiti are dead because they didn't want to go along with the agenda of the rest of the world. Does that not sound suspect to you? Like, that's weird. Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, exact same thing. Abraham Lincoln, you know, he was alright, he was cool, and he was doing the right thing. Dude still got shot. Like, come on. Like, it's the same thing happening in today's time. I mean, time doesn't even exist, but you get what I mean. The timeline, the history of things happening, we know that this happened. It's been documented. And then we're here in the present where the same thing is happening. It's the same energy. The exact same thing. So, yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. Just introducing you guys on Instagram to what I talk about on my spiritual YouTube channel. I still do upload on my other channel where I like, do entertainment stuff. Still uploading like TikTok videos and stuff over there and on here and everything. But I do want to bring more spirituality over here to Instagram. I want to go live and talk to you guys, like, actually, some of you face to face, probably like have you on a panel or something. Let me see, because Instagram has like this cool thingy too, just to show you guys what is going on in my world, my matrix world. I teach people how to get into the real estate investing industry. So this is a tweet from the other day that I shared for people to learn how to get into the industry, because it's not so much like making millions of dollars doing what I do. It's just about understanding the fundamentals of it and getting the right connections. And so once you can get into the industry, you can pick whatever else you want to do. Like, I just teach you how to get your foot into the door, get connected with the right people, and they can help you figure out your next steps. It just depends on what you want to do. I can't teach you everything, and I'm not trying to. I'm just trying to put you in the right position and the right mindset and in the right community to be able to do so. And so it says, learn how to get into the real estate investing industry in 7 days. That is an aspect that I added to my website very recently, and I'll be launching my website at the end of this month. So after all that, once you get those things taken care of here on this matrix world, then, I mean, you're good spiritually, to be very honest with you. It's not so much like, everything is in spirit, because most things are in spirit, but like, we talk about manifestation. What are you manifesting? Things into this matrix. You're manifesting things from the spiritual realm here into the physical realm. So I just teach you how to do that in a very logical and reasonable way. Somebody may have been trying to manifest a way to get into real estate, and there you go. I want to chill with you soon. Yo, we definitely should. Like, I the other day I was really like, I need some new friends. Like, we cool and everything, but we never like just hung out like that. So we definitely should. I'm totally down for that. Also, I'm gonna say this too. Hey, I don't know where my other blend at. It's in the house. So Rashad Jamal put me onto these. I got some king palms. And these actually be busting, because they burn slow, and hold on, MJ. They burn slow, and the taste is a little different. It doesn't change the taste of the weed, but like, I never really noticed how much tobacco affects the smoking aspect of everything until I tried King Palms, and I was like, this is actually pretty dope. I don't mind relighting my joint like several times because I'm in a deep conversation. I actually appreciate that. Yeah, I've been digging your vibes for a while. Maybe now is the time to come together as friends. Hey, I'm gonna send you a DM after I get off of here. I'm gonna leave after like probably like 2 more minutes. Yo, King Palms, yeah. And so yeah, also with smoking with people, let me clear up one thing. Marijuana is not a sin. Can we please just get that understood? Marijuana is not a sin. What the sin is smoking. So that is something that I struggle with. That's something that other people struggle with. You got cigarettes, you got Black and Milds, you got pipes, you got other forms of tobacco, you got cigars. Like, come on now, stop trying to demonize marijuana. Marijuana is not wrong. You got CBD oil, you got edibles, you got, different teas you can make. There's plenty of different things to do with marijuana, so don't even try to act like having marijuana is a sin. Please, religious people, stop with that narrative. It's just a smoking part. So, I know we be getting high, and I get it. I understand. But I think that's another thing that religious people don't get. A lot of us don't even do this for fun. I haven't smoked Black and Milds in over a year, and I have been so stressed out. Like, my entire month of June, I just been smoking all month. I'm like, bro, this life is so stressful right now. It's so stressful. So I just needed something. To take the pain away. Like, bro, chill. Chill. Always trying to condemn somebody to hell. Don't do that. Don't do that. So, MJ, stop it. Please take that off. Thank you. And so yeah, I just wanted to say that. I think that's it though. I'm gonna upload this video to my YouTube channel so you guys will be able to see it on both ends, and I'll be doing a lot more videos like this. I'll be on YouTube way more than on Instagram for these types of videos. And not everyone has that opinion. There are cultures where smoking is a normal part of their practice. That's the thing. It's because we're down south in the Bible. Yo, we in Tennessee, y'all. So, like, that's why I have to say certain things like that. I know on my YouTube channel I be coming at the religious people hard. But that's because that's all we grew up around. All we grew up around was religion. And people always trying to tell somebody they're going to hell for something. While them folks doing worse behind closed doors. Y'all be seeing what them deacons and what them missionaries be doing behind closed doors. Like, and you got the nerve to tell our generation we're going to hell. Okay. Okay. Y'all have fun in hell where you're going if you're going to continue to condemn people. So, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and go. Yo, Mackenzie, we definitely got to link up. I'm going to hit you up as soon as I get off of here and start uploading this on my other channel. But yeah, you guys make sure you subscribe to Sovereign Empress. You don't have to subscribe to Real Talk with Ellie. I'm just building that platform on its own. But I do want people to subscribe to Sovereign Empress to get, you know, a lot of people don't go to church. And I read the Bible on my channel. So that's probably the only way some people are going to actually hear the word of God and hear it in a different context than, thus saith the Lord, thou shalt not. Well, there's plenty of things that the Lord said you could do. Chill. There's plenty of things that we can do. So let's stop focusing on what he's told us not to do and focus on the things that we should do in order to build ourselves up. That's all I'll be talking about, really. So I'm not like a huge teacher or anything. I got spiritual gifts. So that's why, like, you know, certain things be happening to me and I talk about them dreams and like certain things that like something happened the other day. I know I want to wrap this up so bad, but stuff just keeps coming up. So on my channel, I talked about this situation that happened with an individual and everything. And I was like, as soon as I make this action, I'm going to be addressed with this situation again. And that's exactly what happened. So I'm not even surprised anymore. It just is what it is. Just life is, we live two different lives. And you can acknowledge one of the lives or you can deny one of the lives. This life right here, seeing me, a lot of people aren't really living. They're just looking. They don't have their third eye open. So, I mean, if you ain't opening up your pineal gland, which is what weed does a lot of times, and I know people speak against it and stuff, but it's like, sometimes some people aren't going to wake up unless they wake up their pineal gland with smoking. Some people do it with alcohol. And drinking alcohol isn't a sin, getting drunk is. So, I mean, people got that misconstrued too. It's like, oh, you're drinking, that's a sin. It's like, no, that's not even a sin. Jesus drank, so what are you talking about? People just don't know their Bible. People don't know anything. That's the problem. People don't know anything. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and go. Shalom royalty. I will see you guys in the next one. Tawada.